If you grew up without emotional love, not just hurt, but completely rewired, the brain you have today is a survivor. If you didn't get consistent warmth, validation, or affection as a kid, I'm going to tell you the 5 specific, deeply ingrained patterns you're carrying right now. This is the real psychology of attachment wounds. Stay with me, because what I show you is the first step to finally feeling free. Let's talk about science. Developmental psychology shows us that inconsistent love, whether it was neglect, emotional unavailability, or conditional affection, creates what we call attachment wounds. They don't just fade. They become the operating system for how you see yourself and everyone else. Before we dive into the 5, a quick request. If this hits home for you, smash that like button and comment on the one feeling you never got as a kid. It helps me know what to make next. All right, let's go. Pattern 1. The Hypervigilant Scanner, Anxious Attachment. Number 1. You are hypervigilant in every relationship. Your nervous system learned early on that love is unpredictable, like a light switch that might go off any second. So now, you're a human lie detector. You're constantly scanning for signs. Are they losing interest? Did the tone in that text change? You're not paranoid. You're a survivor with an outdated alarm system. You overanalyze. You brace for abandonment, even in the safest relationships. Psychology calls this anxious attachment. It's exhausting, but remember, it was a brilliant survival mechanism when you were a child. Now, it's a barrier. Pattern 2. The Love Deflector, Negative Core Beliefs. The second pattern is brutal. You physically struggle to receive love or compliments. When someone says something genuinely kind, your immediate reaction is discomfort, skepticism, or a lightning-fast need to deflect the praise. Why? Because growing up unloved created a negative core belief at your deepest level. I am not worthy of love. When someone offers it, it clashes with your internal programming. It literally feels wrong to your brain. You crave connection, but you push away the people who treat you well because their kindness feels destabilizing. It doesn't match the script. Pattern 3. The Endless Treadmill Runner, Conditional Worth. Number 3. You are a chronic overachiever or a people-pleasing machine. If love was conditional only given when you were quiet, compliant, or successful, you learned your value is tied to your performance, not your being. So you chase perfection. You're constantly on, or you're the first to offer help. You're trying to earn something that should have been given freely. The thought is, if I'm successful enough, helpful enough, good enough, then I'll finally be lovable. This is called earned secure attachment seeking, and it's a race with no finish line. External validation cannot heal an internal wound. Pattern 4. The Emotional Blocker, Dissociation. The fourth pattern is often silent. You experience emotional numbness. When showing feelings meant pain, your brain enacted a protective shutdown. If I don't feel, I can't be hurt. But now, you struggle to access deep emotions. Relationships feel shallow. You're disconnected from yourself, and others feel disconnected from you. It's not that you don't care. It's that your nervous system learned neutrality was safer than vulnerability. Psychologists call this emotional blunting or dissociation. From the outside, you look fine. But inside, you're miles away from yourself. Pattern 5. The Fear of Burden, Minimizing Self. And finally, number 5. You carry a deep existential fear of being a burden. If your needs were ignored, dismissed, or made to feel inconvenient as a child, you learn to minimize your own existence. You constantly apologize. You'd rather suffer alone than risk bothering someone. You hide your struggles. You internalize the belief that your needs, your feelings, your very existence are too much. Stop. Here is the single most important psychological truth you need to hear. Having needs does not make you a burden. It makes you human. The people who made you feel that way were wrong. If you see yourself in any of these 5 patterns, you are not broken. You were ingenious. You adapted to survive a childhood that failed you. Recognizing these patterns is the first monumental step toward healing. This is where the work begins. If you want to go deeper on trauma, attachment, and real human behavior, no fluff, just insight, like, and subscribe to this channel. Now, take a breath. You survived. Let's start thriving.